Today we're exploring one of the most crucial strategic decisions in AI implementation, whether to focus on teacher-facing or student-facing AI tools, or how to balance both approaches effectively. Recent Ofsted research with 21 early adopter schools reveals fascinating patterns about how different institutions approach this choice, what worked well, and what we can learn from their experiences. Over the next 10 minutes we'll examine real examples from successful implementations to help you make informed decisions about AI that serve your specific context and educational goals. The Ofsted research revealed something fascinating. Early adopter schools split almost equally between two approaches. Half started with teacher workload as their main reason for adopting AI, while the other half prioritised direct pupil benefits. But here's the crucial insight. The use of AI often shifted with time. Schools that started teacher-facing often expanded to student-facing applications, and vice versa. This suggests that the choice isn't really either or, but rather where to start and how to evolve. Understanding these pathways can help you make strategic decisions that build momentum and create sustainable implementation. Teacher-facing AI focuses on supporting educators rather than directly engaging students. The research found that this was particularly common among schools with more recent AI adoption. A secondary school principal perfectly captured the strategic thinking. We just want to redistribute where that time is. Those admin staff at the front, I'd rather them not spend 2 hours spell checking a policy or changing dates. I'd rather them be proactively chasing poor attenders, making phone calls, doing home visits, doing the human bits. This approach recognises that improving teacher efficiency and reducing workload can indirectly improve student outcomes by freeing teachers for higher value activities. The research documented exactly how teachers were using AI tools. One assistant head teacher reported that the top categories their teachers used in their AI tool were the following: help me write, then slideshow, third, model a text, fourth, adapt a text, fifth, lesson plan, and sixth, resource generation. Admin staff found AI valuable for routine tasks like writing letters to parents and updating policies. One leader described using AI as another person to bounce off for reviewing documents rather than asking another member of staff. Crucially, successful schools maintained equal standards. Leaders were clear that AI still needs human oversight to quality assure its outputs. This shows teacher-facing AI working as intended, supporting professional judgment, not replacing it. On the other hand, student-facing AI puts learners in direct contact with AI systems. Some leaders described AI as second teachers in the classroom, providing real-time assistance and feedback on assignments, as well as responding to queries. However, the research revealed important age-related patterns. Further education colleges, for example, were more likely to permit learners to use AI themselves because they were older. Primary schools, on the other hand, had not yet reached a stage where they allowed pupils to use AI independently. This highlights how student-facing AI requires careful consideration of developmental appropriateness, digital literacy levels, and safeguarding requirements. The research uncovered some brilliant student-facing innovations. One school developed AI chatbots that pupils were told were replacing where the teacher isn't, available when students were stuck or wanted feedback. Crucially, the chatbot was designed so it would not give pupils a direct answer, but it could help them understand why something was wrong, or what question they had to ask to get the right answer. Another college created 10-minute podcasts from teaching slides for young carers who missed lessons due to responsibilities. Students could listen while travelling or fit it in around other commitments. These examples show student-facing AI at its best, personalised, accessible, and educationally sound. The research identified a sophisticated middle approach. Most often, we found that teachers modelled its use rather than allowing pupils to use it themselves. This approach allows students to see AI in action while maintaining teacher oversight. A primary head teacher shared a powerful example. When AI produced 5 images of a doctor that were all white and all male, it created a teachable moment. Some children didn't notice the bias initially, but a couple of children said, "Well, there's no woman in there, and there's no one that looks like me." This became a catalyst for critical discussion about bias and representation. Teacher model use allows students to develop AI literacy while ensuring educational value and safety. The research suggests most schools follow a natural progression. They typically start cautiously with teacher-facing administrative uses, build confidence through lesson planning applications, then gradually introduce classroom model use before eventually allowing direct student interaction. This evolution makes sense. It allows schools to build expertise, establish safety procedures, and understand AI capabilities before expanding access. The research noted that leaders were rarely prescriptive about the tools teachers could have, and many had lists of approved AI tools teachers could use. This suggests successful schools balance guidance with professional autonomy, allowing organic development of AI use while maintaining appropriate oversight. Your strategic choice should align with your institutional priorities and readiness. If staff workload is overwhelming, starting teacher-facing allows you to demonstrate immediate value while building AI competence. If you already have strong digital infrastructure and confident staff, student-facing approaches might be appropriate earlier. A school head teacher posed the crucial question: do you want this to reduce teacher workload primarily? Do you want this to enhance teaching and learning primarily? Or do you want it to be both prongs of that kind of AI journey? Knowing your primary goal helps determine where you start, though remember that most successful schools eventually pursue both objectives. Each approach carries distinct risks that need careful management. With teacher-facing AI, there's concern about de-skilling. One leader worried about teachers becoming less aware of the students and their work when AI handled marking. Student-faced AI carries different risks. Research warns that over-reliance on AI-generated responses may also weaken pupils' capacity to engage with learning material and hinder their ability to retain knowledge in the long term. The key is recognising these risks and building safeguards. Successful schools maintain human oversight, encourage critical evaluation, and ensured AI enhanced rather than replaced core educational processes. The most successful schools in the research shared common characteristics regardless of their starting point. They had clear purposes for AI use, introduced tools gradually, maintained human agency, and regularly evaluated impact. Crucially, leaders frequently made sure that teachers had the space and time to experiment and learn how AI could support and enhance their own practice. The most effective schools eventually integrated both approaches strategically. They used teacher-facing AI to build confidence and reduce workload, while thoughtfully introducing student-facing AI to enhance learning. This balanced approach seemed to maximise the benefits while minimising the risks. Let's finish with a practical framework for your decisions. This month, honestly assess your starting point. Are you overwhelmed by workload issues? Or are you ready to enhance learning directly? What's your staff's AI confidence? What infrastructure do you have? The answers should guide your initial approach. This term, pilot your chosen approach and collect evidence. Most importantly, plan for progression. Remember that most successful schools eventually use both teacher-facing and student-facing AI. The research shows there's no single right answer, but there are right approaches for different contexts. Begin where you can demonstrate clear value most quickly. If that's reducing teacher workload, start there and build confidence for student-facing applications later. If you go straight to learning enhancement, do that while ensuring you're supporting staff development too. The key insight from all 21 early adopter schools is this: thoughtful implementation matters more than the specific starting point. Focus on building sustainable, educationally sound AI use that serves your students, supports your staff, and aligns with your institutional values. Thank you for today, and remember, there's no race to be first, but there's tremendous value in being thoughtful.